Everyone. I hope you're doing well. I know that things might be difficult right now. Um, so I wanted to do meditation today that's based on a technique called positive affirmation. And I think this is a tool that could be really useful for some of you. It's a tool that everyone can access. It's really easy to use. It's really easy to make up on the spot. Um, it's not something that you need lots of instruments for, or different bits and pieces. You just need yourself, okay? And you can also use this with the people you support. You can find a way to perhaps introduce it to them once you've been using it and feel confident with it. So I'm going to be looking at my notes today as well, because I've written lots of things, so just to keep us on track. So just if I'm not looking at the camera all the time, it's because I'm looking at my notes. So affirmations are a really great way to raise our vibration, to create focus, and to change perspective. So when things aren't going so well, or if we haven't had a good week, or we haven't had a good day, or we've had a really tough experience, affirmations are a great way to kind of help turn that situation around. It's a little bit like the gratitude meditation in that sense, but it's to do with the fact that in previous videos I've spoken about how our mind gets carried away, this ego, and this is a way to center ourselves and refocus. So what we concentrate on, we really create more of in our lives. So all day long, like subconsciously, we're creating stories for ourselves, okay, about our lives. So stories that are often very reactive. So I'll give you an example. So if you spilt coffee on your white shirt, the thought is, oh, I'm such an idiot, or that's so typical of me, what an embarrassment I am, and you're creating that story which is going to pan out through your day. That you're this embarrassment, you're this awkward person in the room, and that everyone's looking at you and this is what they think of you. And if that's what you think they think of you, then that's likely what you're going to see, okay, because that's what you've created for yourself, that storyline, okay. So affirmations help us to turn that around. So what if we use a positive affirmation to create the story that we do want to play a role in? So just think about that for a minute, that we can create that for ourselves, because all the story, we're not hopeless in this thing called life. We don't have to just let things happen around us. It's not always about how people react to us. It's about how we change who we are from the inside, and what we portray, what we put out is what we get back. So if I'm putting out that I'm a strong person rather than this weak embarrassment that in the previous story, then that's what people are seeing, and that's what gets reflected back at me, okay. And they're like, wow, that person's really strong, right, let's give her some good things to do, or let's engage her in something. So we can turn that story around just with the power of our thoughts. And it's just about turning those autopilot thoughts into a conscious stream of thoughts, okay. So by using affirmations, we keep ourselves present. This is very important, that we're not going off on a tangent, because our mind likes to take a situation and then go back to the past, or go into the future, far into the future, before we've even got there, and create a scenario for ourselves that maybe isn't very helpful. And this becomes a blockage, because it's either holding us back or it's stopping us moving forwards. Whereas if we're working in the present, then we're allowing whatever's going to happen, and we're just being, and we're just allowing ourselves to be what we need to be at that time. And from that, everything will start to bud and flower. Okay, so by being still and present, everything happens as it needs to. We don't need to create something far in the future already, or go back to a scenario that happened in the past, because it's not the past. This is a new, fresh start, So it brings us back to the present. So imagine that like you're drowning in a sea of negative thoughts, okay? Then affirmation is the tool that will pull you out. It's this tool that's going to awaken you and bring you back to the surface. Okay, so a good way to start an affirmation is with the words I am, because we're affirming like it's already happening, or that it's about to happen, it's gonna happen. Because if we can affirm things in that way, then it shows that we have confidence in it. It's more likely to happen. It's like we're telling the universe this is what is happening, or this is what's going to happen, and the universe reflects that back at us. Okay, so we have to, even, it's like that fake it till you make it almost, you know. If we keep putting that out, then eventually it's going to become our reality. So my affirmation this week is I am allowed to surrender. And the reason that I'm not putting I am surrendering, and now this is the top tip, is because the part of me that wants to stay in control, if I say I am surrendering, it's too much. It's too much for that part of me that's like, no, 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 we don't want to do that. So it's almost like it's going to sabotage me already. So if I just gently introduce the fact that I am allowed to surrender, then that's going to allow me to kind of gently move my way in, and then eventually I'll be able to say, I am surrendering, you know, I'm surrendering. Because sometimes when we fight against the tide, you know, we're more likely to drown, we're more likely to go under. If we go with the tide and let it carry us, we're going to come out the other side, okay? Because we're going to flow, all right, rather than trying to battle and run out of energy. So that's my affirmation for this week, because, you know, things come along for a reason. I always feel that, you know, if we surrender to that, even if it doesn't seem like the right thing at the time, eventually a blessing comes out of it, you know. And that is, it's difficult to let go of that control sometimes, but that's how we learn, that's how we grow. Okay, so you can always tweak your affirmations. So you can start off with something, you've got an idea, I am strong, or I am beautiful, or I am love. Anything that you want to bring more of into your life is, you know, I am abundant, because you want to bring more abundance in. I am resilient. So the coffee one, I could have said, like, instead of getting embarrassed about it, I could say I am resilient. So what? Just a coffee stain, you know, it's like I can wash that off. And this is something that we can learn to use at different times and adapt affirmations for what we need at that time. So this meditation is about you going in and finding that affirmation that you need right now, and we're going to reflect on a difficult time perhaps that you've had this week, or difficult situation that you've faced, and just have a moment to reflect on it, because that can often give us a new perspective, can help us to learn see what we've learned from the situation, how it can help us to move forward rather than hinder us or become this memory that we keep going back to and draining us. Okay, so go and find your safe space. You should know by now that you've got a safe space and that you've got time for yourself, because this is your time. Okay, and then go and relax down. You're either laying or sitting, whichever's most comfortable for you. Just begin by taking that deep breath in and out, just connecting with yourself there. Just bringing yourself to that state of calm and stillness with the breath. Breathing in this peaceful, moment. Breathing out any tension that you've been carrying throughout your day or week. Really starting to feel that filter out now. Knowing that your body's getting more used to this practice and that it welcomes this time just to be and to relax. Perhaps it's becoming easier for you to switch off. There may be noises around us, and that's okay. The world's just going to go on around us. But what's really important right now is this time for you to relax. This time where nobody needs or wants anything from you, and you can just be yourself. Letting go of those roles and responsibilities that we can always come back to later with a fresh mind, fresh energy. Knowing that this practice is actually going to help you. Taking time for yourself to pause will help you. Just simply breathing in and out, and then just invite that light in. And I wonder what colour it is for you today. So you feel or know that light at the top of your head. Just begin to breathe it down into the face, soften the muscles there, relax the jaw. This powerful light with the power to relax the muscles in your body as you breathe it down through the neck and down into the shoulders, down through the arms, all the way to the fingertips. Softening the upper body. As you breathe this light down into the chest and breathing out all tension from that space. Breathing down to the upper back, down through the spine, all the way down through into the lower back. Breathing out tension. Breathing in that softening light. Breathing this light now down into the tummy. Breathing out tension there. Really surrender now. Really start to let go of the body. Allow wherever you're sitting or laying, whatever's beneath you, just to take your weight. As you breathe down into the hips and pelvis, down into the lower body. Just sink that body down as you breathe down into the thighs, knees and calves. And all the way to the tips of those toes. And further still, like roots of light that go deep down into the earth beneath you. Just grounding your energy there, feeling that sense of stability as your body really relaxes now. I'd like you just to imagine that you're taking yourself to a place of calm. Take yourself to a meadow, a place that's covered in beautiful green, soft grass. And you're the only person there. This is your space and your time. This is a place of relaxation that's just for you, this haven, surrounded by beautiful trees and plants, flowers of all colours and descriptions dotted around. You can smell their sweet scent on the breeze. The sun's gently shining, just enough for you to feel that warmth, but protected by the shade of the trees and that gentle breeze that bristles by. There are birds around singing sweetly, soothing you inside and out in this sanctuary within nature that's just for you. Just find a place to sit or rest in this nature. Relax down and enjoy this space. This quiet, this peace, serenity. For how often do we get time to pause? This time for reflection, time to let go. Just giving us the time to reflect on things, giving us the space that we need to gain a new perspective. And in this safe space, in this centered and grounded place, we're going to begin to view this difficult situation from your week, or that's happened recently. But begin to view it as if you're viewing from the outside, just observing what happened. We're not judging this situation or trying to rectify it in any way. We're just letting it play out, surrendering to this scene, and allowing ourselves to view it so that we can see perhaps what there is to be learned from this situation. What can we take from this situation? What can we see about ourselves or about the way we react? What can we see about our environment? What could be changed about it to make things easier? Starting to see solutions there rather than problems. As problems just dissolve. And out of this situation comes a gift of knowledge. Just breathing and working your way through. You notice that birds, tiny little birds, start to surround you in a circle. The birds are good communicators and they come to surround you at this time to help you to find the knowledge. And they gently and sweetly sing their bird song. And perhaps you can feel the vibration of their song around you, raising your vibration and helping you to see from this higher perspective. Just remembering that we're not judging anyone here or looking for blame, but rather how we can move forward from this situation, what can be done differently. And from this place, perhaps we can create now this affirmation of I am. And I wonder what would come after it for you. Looking at this situation and what it's taught you, what is it that you could be more of or need to attract more of to help you move forwards, to help you stay focused so that you don't end up in this situation again? Perhaps a gentle reminder for you that I am strong enough, I am resourceful enough, I am peaceful, I am able to pause in situations and find the right answers. Finding what's right for you there and allowing the birds around you just to bring that energy, bring that answer forward for you. I am. What comes after that? And as you find this affirmation for yourself, you notice that the birds around you start to light up in a gold circle. They become this gold light that pours in towards you, lighting you up and illuminating you with this higher wisdom, this higher knowledge. That will help support you to move forwards now with this new positive thought, this new reminder that you are enough, affirming I am enough. I've got this, I can do this. Affirming I am, and afterwards all of the endless possibilities that are there, because you are the creator. Affirming I am the creator of my life. And feeling the power that comes with that, the power to know that you can move forward in ways that feel right for you now. As you just begin to breathe it back into the body, enjoying the meadow that you're sitting in with the sun shining, feeling more positive, bringing back this affirmation with you. As you take a deep breath in now and out, and begin to wriggle the fingers and toes. And then when you feel ready, you can just gently start to bring yourself back from that meditation. Just gently open the eyes now. And if you like, you can just rest there for a little while as you bring yourself back round. Enjoying this new affirmation that you've found. When you feel ready, you might want to go and get some water and just have a little drink. And I really hope that you find these affirmations positive, and if you want to, you can share in the comments below what affirmations you brought forward for you and how it helped you. Again, like I say, when you're more confident with this, you could even help the people you support to create their own affirmations that are positive right now, to help them feel more in control of what's going on, and perhaps they could write them out and decorate them and do something creative which will help them to feel more empowered. I hope you have a really great day. Keep using those positive affirmations, and if you feel like feeding back to let me know how it's going, then please do. Take care. Bye.